Well, hello everybody. How are you? I'm just checking in, so just wanted to see how everybody is doing, and just kind of check in with you. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to send this over to my YouTube channel or not. I may just keep it live on Facebook. So, if you're out there, let me know where you're watching from. Maybe an update on how you're doing. Let me know, what's going on. What are some of your victories? What are some of your challenges? What are some of your unexpected, peaceful moments through all this? And what are some of your unexpected, oh my God, I didn't think I would react like this. I know personally, I, never experienced anything like this coronavirus lockdown stuff in my life. I am personally, kind of cleared from my company's, policy that they enacted right before I got on a cruise ship. So I can be called into work, which is great because then I will continue my salary, which is wonderful. A great company to work for, very supportive. But I've been surprised. First of all, that it's been for me personally, 2.5 weeks and maintaining kind of a normal kind of life, waking up with our dachshund Sheldon every morning around 5, sometimes 4:30, he starts getting restless, and taking him out for food by 5 o'clock, bringing coffee to my husband Fabian by 6 or 6:30, and meditating 7 or 7:30. Exercising every day, but Monday became my day off because it was the first day back and I didn't exercise. So I exercise 6 days a week and take one day off. That's just something I've always done and believed the body needs a day of rest. So I've been really, really proud of myself for exercising every day, eating really well, having my afternoon coffee, sometimes a nap. Not that I need one. It usually becomes more of a meditative time than anything else. And hey, everybody, I'm just checking in. How are you? Let me know what's going on. Wilma said, whoo-hoo, at home in Connecticut, staying calm and prepared, accepting I don't have to push yourself to be productive. And Wilma, that's something I had to come to grips with soon, because I came home from a very short and cut short cruise and vacation. And so I was still in that vacation mode. And then within a couple of days, I was like, boy, being productive. I've done more this stuff, woo-woo, psychic, metaphysics stuff that I normally do. But I kept feeling like every once in a while, I feel like, shouldn't I be doing something more? And it's really been interesting. It didn't take me long to adjust to, what? This is unprecedented time, and I was able to kind of, hang with that. Hey, Kathleen. Hello. It's good to see you. Good morning. And, but yeah, so I've been able to maintain that, my coffee in the afternoon. I would read, sit at our big window and look out at the cypress trees, and animals are talking all over the place. Yesterday, I was in my meditative state and I felt like a cow walk into the room, which is very much maternal, motherly energy, very empress kind of energy from the tarot. So it was really cool to feel that. And physical animals, wasps, earthworms, turkeys, all kinds of things. They're really connecting and chatting and guiding. So, yay, Wilma. And good morning, Linda. You say you're doing okay. You went through Walmart 7:30 for fresh food and pet food. Still no TP. Glad I didn't need it. Yeah, I hear you. Paper towels and toilet paper we're okay on. And it's funny because this is naturally my personality. I'll take 2 sheets of paper towel and I'll wipe my hands dry and then I lay it on the counter. And it's funny because the air conditioner right above blows kind of right there. So in a couple hours, that paper towel is dried again. And it's not like I'm cheap or stingy, but it's that's my nature to be resourceful and reserved. Hey, Jill, how are you? Wilma says cows are abundance and provision, yet nurture is beautiful. Thank you, Wilma, for echoing that. So, yeah, you guys, I'm just doing a little check-ins. How are you? How are things? What are some of your good, fun, positive things? And what are some of the things you're struggling with? Good morning, Kathy from Georgia. Hey. One of Fabian's friend was posting pictures from Quebec, Canada, Quebec City. Snow. It was 6 inches to a foot of snow. So just wild. Because I'm here in Florida. It's 91 degrees. during the day. But yeah, so I've maintained some good normalcy, exercise, food, meditation time. And it's just been very, very interesting. And, here it is, 31st of March, recording this. And we're probably looking at another 30 days before there might be some normalcy. I hope. Hey, Phyllis or Phil Zendance. And Kimberly, hey Kimberly, how are you? Kimberly, I ran into one of our good friends from Orlando Terra Tribe at Publix yesterday as I was going in to get some food. So we did an air hug. Kimberly said you're working from your home studio as usual, not entering any live art shows. Your wife is home now. Take a walk each day. That's beautiful. Hang outside on the patio, connect and watch and listen to nature. I'm glad you're doing that. Just placed your first curbside order with Walmart. Oh, fun! Very fun. Yeah, we've done pickup at P.F. Chang's, pickup at Olive Garden, pickup at I did pickup at Panera Bread. For me, it's like where we go eat a lot of times. I'm trying to support those businesses, and they are a lot of big chains. But I wish. I hope that the people that we normally wait on us, I hope they're getting our tips and stuff. That's my biggest thing because I want to support those who we make connection with. Hey, Susan. Wilma, balancing, accepting, not being able to control or change people's choices with speaking up when it can be of value. Yes. Yeah. So, Linda, every time you try to connect with little Georgia by staring at him, he starts licking your face. Is that his message to me? I'm going to say, yeah. I'm going to say it's like you just need a lick. You just need some love. I posted a picture or video yesterday of Sebastian just walking up to Bartolomeo and just giving him a lick, 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 and then he walked off. And the message was, just take care of each other right now, especially those nearest and dearest and around your home. Susan said, I've been working on projects, tie-dye hoodie. I love it. You've got a set of doily curtains you're working on. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. So, yeah, and you guys, if you're watching, I'm just checking in. Where are you calling from? I mean, where are you watching from? Love to know where you are in the world. And I was asking, what are some of the surprises through all of this, like the good surprises and maybe some of the bad ones too, or, ones we might call negative or ones we might call, manure for growing in. Karen, hey Karen, stay safe and healthy. Thank you. You as well. Jill, you're very green today. Yes, green all around. Yeah, well, green's my color, if you can't tell by here, and there. Green's always been my color. My eyes have all my life are green. And then somewhere around maybe like 35, they started going a little more blue, which I was fine with. But I'd rather be blue or green and not the in-between hazel. But I don't care. Just like my hair. I don't care what color it is. Yes, I'm very green today. Sonia, hello. Where's Sonia? Sonia, hello. Hope you're safe. I am well. My husband is well. Yes. Yes, Susan, those are going to be beautiful. Linda been crocheting for rescues and video chat with friends. Beautiful. Plenty of time to relax and recharge, organize, and put things back in place. Sonia in Florida with mom and dad stuck here because of the coronavirus. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope that's a good thing. I hope you're able to function and do okay. Can I imagine, not being in your own home is like, Yeah, Phyllis, are you saying you're doing some cleansing or this is all about cleansing? Because yes, people have private messaged me and said, what's it all about? What's going on? And I've already talked about this, but I'll take this moment. I still feel Mother Earth is just tired. I feel she is cleansing. I saw something yesterday which just struck me. I'm pretty sure it was real. Someone is in London and they were doing a TikTok and they were zooming in, and from London, they were showing the Eiffel Tower. Now, I assume it's big enough and they're close enough that they could see it. But the point she said, the pollution is so low, I can see the Eiffel Tower. And then she said, we're the virus. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is, yeah. Linda, you said Mother Earth is doing better than us right now. Yeah. Yeah. Well, she knows how to take care of it. The green is cleansing. Ooh, someone's calling me. It's probably spam because it's my my hometown area code, which is not the same as where I live. I'm not going to answer it. So it's good. Stuck here with your daughter up north in Massachusetts is downfall. Is the downfall, but she's safe. Good. I'm glad she's safe. So yeah. So anyway, hey Zuri, how are you? Good to see you. Yay. This is Mama Nature pushing control. Oh, Susan, I love it. Yes. Control, Alt, Delete. Yeah. Now, here's something interesting that a good friend of mine who had a session with me over the weekend, who does this work that I do, and she was listening to Lee Harris, and his team is called the Z's, like the letter Z, and they said that this is going to be, we're going to have moments like this, like almost like once a year for the next 10 years, and then it's going to be done. And it's almost like, Control, Alt, Delete, trying to get us through. I don't think it's going to be like coronavirus every year, but it's, we've already had the fires in, Australia that were just out of control. We've had the hurricanes, but it's like, we're going to probably get like, one big slam every year, just to kind of, shake us awake and keep us going. Thank you, Linda. Good point. We're shutting down. I'm going to plug back in. Yeah. And that's been really cool. I've also noticed where, because of having more time, like sitting in my front window with my coffee reading, I'm propping my phone up to make sure I can, if a message comes, I'm like, I realize, excuse me, I realize just how much of a knee-jerk reaction and response it is to grab my phone and check stuff, especially now. So I'm more consciously, putting the phone down, especially with the news. I'm more consciously going, once or twice a day to check the news, kind of a thing. Yeah, the Great Awakening, absolutely. Zuri, the cruise. So here's what happened, and for those of you who don't know what happened, 9 months ago, Fabian and I booked a beautiful once-in-a-lifetime cruise from Hong Kong to Beijing and Shanghai. Then we fly out of Tokyo. Well, on January 26th, it started getting crazy over there, so we rebooked it to go out of San Diego, Puerto Vallarta, another Mexican city, Guatemala, Costa Rica, through the Panama Canal, Curacao, Aruba, back to Fort Lauderdale, and then a 3-hour drive home. And everything kept telling me go. We went. We were fine, got on the boat. We had 2 days at sea. On the fourth day, the captain came on and said, we're not sure what's going to happen, but we're looking into things. And we knew he was making a choice to continue on. We got to Puerto Vallarta, which was my birthday, Saturday the 14th. Had a great day there. That night, as we're having dinner, bing, 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 the announcement comes on and says, tomorrow you got to get off. So within 2 hours, I had 2 plane tickets booked out of there through Dallas back to Orlando. The good thing is Puerto Vallarta was an international airport. So it was easy to get out. It was, just coming back in was so simple. I got to tell you, immigrations in Dallas was 8 minutes. And oftentimes our luggage was there ahead of us. So it was really easy to get back home on the 15th. And then for me, because I came off a cruise ship, even though nobody on the cruise ship, nobody at any of the ports had, COVID or anything, but my company, literally as my boat left the dock the very first day, an email came out that said, if you're on a cruise and you come back, you have to sequester for 14 days, self-quarantine. So the funny thing is, and this is another reason why I knew it was supposed to be, the day I was supposed to go back to work was March 30th. That was the day that I got cleared to go back to work, even though being self-quarantined for 14 days. So it was just really, really weird. The positive side, we got all of our money will be refunded on this cruise, plus we get the base of our cruise additional towards a new cruise in the future. So, and people are like, you're going to go on a cruise again? Well, not right away, but yes, I will. So Linda, you said it's nice seeing neighbors, helping neighbors. Absolutely. This is where it's beautiful. This is where, it goes like either way, either this anger, hatred, take the toilet paper, or it's like, no, here, you can have an extra one. It's just a beautiful thing. Wilma said, yeah, I put my phone on silent over a year ago and haven't looked back. I check in when I want to. And my phone's always on silent too. I never have the beeps or the buzzes. Hey, Suzanne, it's good to see you. No. So Zuri, 2 days at sea, Puerto Vallarta, canceled the cruise. It was supposed to be a 16-day cruise. And Curacao and Aruba were two places we pretty much early on knew we were not going to get to go because they're highly traveled by Europe. And at that time, this was like March 16th, we knew that it was highly traveled by, and Europe was getting pretty much on lockdown, Spain, Italy, and all that kind of stuff. So even if they went on through, the funny thing is there's, it's the Zuridam, I think, that has several, Zuridam, which is Holland America, was in Chile, have several people on it with COVID-19. And the Rotterdam, which is our boat, which was completely clear, was heading to them, taking supplies. But I tell you, so pretty much on March 15th, 14th or 15th, all cruise ships pretty much shut down for 30 days. And it's pretty wise, tough. Maybe sometime in the future. Yeah, we'll definitely probably do the Panama Canal again in the future because that was something we were really looking forward to. But you know what? It is what it is. And I have said and thought and spoke that so many times. It is what it is. It really, really is. Oh, Susan. Yay. Yeah, we'll definitely try that. So what else so tell me some of the other things that has surprised you in a positive way. Let's stay with that for a moment. Like I said, connecting with my animals a whole lot more, has been fun. And, I've Sheldon, our dachshund, who's 18 and a half. It's been really nice hanging with him. And, he sleeps a lot, but I've been trying to just put him on my lap. I bring a towel because his tongue hangs out and he slobbers. He's in great shape. Just an old man. But I put him on my lap and I hold him a little bit more than usual. So Kathy, you're supposed to go to Alaska in late July. Well, I'm hoping everything will be great by then. I'm hoping it will not only be great, but you'll know deep inside your heart, your soul, and your mind that you could, and everything will be fine. Because, we literally flew and stepped on the boat wondering what's going to happen. I mean, we really did, because we were literally boating into to the lion's den. Yeah. Yeah, I'm at peace and no fear. Phyllis, that's beautiful. I love it. Jill says, Sheldon, 18 and a half. Yeah. He's got no teeth, just one down here, maybe some up in here. But he's in good shape. Diamond Princess, COVID-19 while cleansing on day 17. Yeah, I saw that too. Yep. There's and you guys had robotic surgery this month, recovering well. Oh, good, Zuri. Glad you're recovering. And you guys, something that I've been kind of, telling people, if you see something on Facebook and it's information and it's you feel like, oh my gosh, this is shocking or this is important, go to Google or somewhere and try to find 3 sources that are saying the same thing. Only because everything I hear and read, and a lot of my friends say, one of the worst places to get your news is Facebook. Only because of, what is not true and what becomes trendy. And Twitter, kind of the same thing. For me, I go to Twitter to look at NPR, my local news. I do check out some other people's stuff just to see, what they're saying. And by people, I mean people I'm not interested in, but I want to know what they're saying because it's always important to know both sides of the story. And then you get to make your own stuff. But yeah, someone told me, Zuri, if you can find 3 that are corroborating your story, then it's pretty good. Someone sent the one about, it was a doctor in Austria or something like that. Oh, the ibuprofen. So I did my own research and found John Hopkins, and it wasn't as bad as the other people were saying, but it still corroborated it. But it said, here's what's true. Here's what's false. But the bottom line is, ibuprofen was not good if you had, COVID, the coronavirus. But do your own research, please. Linda said, love listening to the birds in your backyard every day. Yep. Beautiful. It's so nice. Isn't it? This is beautiful. Hey, Barrett, I just saw you. So what are some of the things, now let's go. What are some of the things you're struggling with during this time? And they can be, you don't want to post a whole, gigantic paragraph, but, fear, financial fear, frustration, so what are some of the stuff you're struggling with? And, for me, the biggest one right now is and it's minor, but it's like, that's where I am so peaceful is like, if I don't know if I'm called into work, I don't know what time, how long, all that kind of stuff. Chances are I won't be doing more than an 8-hour shift, but I could get a 12-hour shift because it is, kind of a hospital setting. I'm not even worried about going into, areas where there might be more, chances of getting coronavirus. Barrett said, being more sympathetic. Yeah. And that can be a challenge for a lot of people because you do see a lot of negativity. And if you're someone who is at peace, it's sometimes hard to share that peace with people who are still living in the small self, who are still living very much in a place of fear. So Linda, you live in the Eiffel Corridor, and Sunday the highways were eerily quiet. Yeah. Watch the interview with South Korea doctors and getting good answers. Cool. Yeah, Linda, I live just off I-42. Kathy, I'm alone, an extrovert, and Aries, looking at spending my birthday alone, 4/15. Well, Kathy, you know what you need to do? You got to get on like Zoom or one of those places where you can bring up like 20 people and seriously have a birthday party and Skype or Zoom family and friends in. Seriously, do something like that. This is where you've got to get creative. It won't be the same, but you'll never forget. I mean, I'll never forget my 54th birthday. This is my 54th birthday. We're on a boat and coronavirus is overtaking the world and they tell us you got to get off in Puerto Vallarta. So I'll never forget this. Zuri said, blessings. I get to spend time decluttering, organizing, struggle, patience while healing. Want to do more than I can. Got it. No health fear. Got it. Fear is the virus. Linda, getting tired of eating out of cans and not visiting mom. I hear you. Oh my gosh. Hey, Simon. How are you, brother? You guys, if you don't know Simon Harris, he is Hermit's Cave. I almost said Hermit's Lamp. He is the Hermit's Cave, YouTube. Definitely check him out. He is a huge tarot fan like me, probably a bigger one than I am, which is saying a lot, people, because I'm surrounded by tarot cards right here. I only have about 112 or 13 right now. Yes. So, Simon, I'm just doing a check-in, taking the lead from you. You do this quite often. And we were just asking, we asked what were some of the good surprises during this lockdown, and now we're asking what are some of the frustrating, difficulty, surprises, that you didn't think would happen. Yes, happy birthday. Anxiety. And Tiffany, that's one of the things I did, go to my YouTube channel, pull up my live mindfulness sessions. There's a lot of things you can do there to help the anxiety. There's some tapping. There's just some simple mindfulness exercises that you can practice very easily. Good to see you too, Simon. So Barrett, meditation every day certainly helps. Work made me take a sick day off at home, so I did. Tomorrow I have to go into work. Cool. But yes, for me, I think one of the most important things I've been doing is the mindfulness. Still have, psychic medium clients, still doing tarot readings. And if you don't know, you can at my store, right there. I've got 20 plus spreads. I have like 40, but I put 20 on for 20% off through the end of April. I extended it even further. And you find one of the spreads that you want that relates to who you are, where you are, what you're going through right now. And I do a YouTube channel, private video reading for you, and I send it back to you to watch over. So I've been getting a lot of those clients, but the mindfulness has been very important as well. You're welcome, Tiffany. Francine, missing someone. Will he call me soon? Oh, not really doing questions right now, Francine. So not doing psychic or tarot questions right now. But we're just checking in to see, first of all, we saw what were some of the good surprises that you experienced during this time. And now being in a lockdown, what are some of the challenges or frustrating things that you're dealing with? Synchronicities and deja vu has increased during this. Yes, Samantha. Oh my gosh. I've been kind of seeing more objectively. My tarot readings have been just amazingly high vibration and I don't like saying spot on, but they've been right on. So Monica, hey Monica, for some reason unknown to you, you totally feel uninterested in meditating or alter veneration or yoga or anything. Let me finish reading. Just don't want it. No motivation, just blocked. And I've smudged myself in my home. So Monica, let me see if I can shed some light on that, because I felt a little bit of that, but my friend and I were talking about this during her session. And I think right now, and Monica, if you consider yourself a light worker who does this, excuse me, this is what happens when I talk nonstop. If you consider yourself a light worker who does this work for people, or at least you bring the light, like if you're a banker, you're still bringing that light with you, then yes, synchronicity way up. Then what I feel is happening right now is that we're done doing the practicing. We're done doing the learning. Right now, we who have been, I'm getting cold chills all over. We who have been raising our vibration, who have been training for this moment, we're here. Once you leave the boot camp, once you leave the gym and you go out into the world to fight the battle, to lead the troops, to do whatever metaphor you want to call, you're not sitting out on the battleground. Oh, let's go lift weights. You're not working out anymore. You're there to fight. You're there to do the work. So Monica, I feel like what's been happening is I've done my homework. Now I need to go do the real work. It's like I've got my degree. Now I need to go put it into place. So I feel like there's a lot of that going on for people. And if you're feeling that real disinterest and just no motivation to do that stuff you normally do, then it may be time for you to get live and talk to people, make calls, do your work. So I think that could be a lot of it. Simon, yeah, of course you're a hermit, Simon, by choice, but struggle because that choice is taken away. Yeah. Simon, somebody was saying something about the Aries. So Simon, what's your sign? It's necessary though, and we are in the same position. Yeah. Simon, I wonder if your sign is a little bit more out there. I do feel like you're a fire sign, but maybe I'm totally wrong. Or maybe you've just got a lot of fire. Been distracted easily now and getting forgetful more. Put things down and forget where. Yes, Linda, I hear you. Hey, Jan, how are you? Jan suggests embracing being alone, adopt a pet. There are still sad days, but that's okay. You're the best, and thank you so much. You are welcome. And Jan, I'll encourage you, as everybody, only because you typed that in, let's flip those sad days into days of learning, days of growth, days of challenges for us to overcome. And all I'm doing is flip it into something positive. Barrett said, I got chills too. Wow. Thank you, Mitch. Yeah, you're welcome, Monica, because it hit me like a ton of bricks the other day. Just like in this time with staying at home, I'm hanging with Sheldon, and I was like, buddy, Fabian and I, we love you. Hang around as long as you want. And all of a sudden, he literally spoke to me. And if you don't know, I'm an animal communicator. He's like, don't forget, I'm hanging around for me. And it was completely opposite. Like, he was hanging around for us, to keep us happy, to be with us. He wanted to stay longer. So it's almost like I was thinking he's doing us a favor by living so long, when I realized he wanted to live this long. He wanted to experience a long life as a dog that just gets to eat, sleep, poop, and just hang out. He's always been very much a grounding energy for us. He's a Leo. He was born in August. But yeah, so it was a really cool kind of flip of perspective. Simon, of course you're a Libra. That's why I'm drawn to you. My husband's a Libra. I attract Libras like flies. I'm serious. Libras, I used to say I don't know why, but I do know why, because it's a lesson for me to learn. It's a lesson of balance. It's a lesson of speaking the truth. It's very much so. And actually, my husband, Fabian, is Libra Sun, Libra Rising, Gemini Moon. So he's all air. He's dyslexic. He, no filter. If he wants to have a party, he doesn't even think about the budget. He just goes and buys what he knows he wants. Meredith, you're a singer and band leader, and work is gone for 2 months. Meredith, I hear you. Only because I have a lot of friends like that. Monica, you're a Libra too. No wonder. But Meredith, I'm in Orlando, Central Florida. We've got lots of entertainment here. I knew when Disney was closing, I knew this was a big thing. I literally, it was like when I knew Disney World was closing down, this was something massive. So he's like you. Oh, so you're Gemini, Barrett. So yeah, so very, very, very interesting times. So, well, you guys, it's about 30 minutes I've been on. I'm going to sign off in just a moment. Just if there's anything else you want to add to it, appreciate you hanging out with me. And I'll do this when prompted by Spirit. This was, excuse me. One of the main, literally Spirit just said, oh, you forgot the main thing. Maybe they wanted me to save it to the end. One of the main reasons why I wanted to get on today was this. As you are locked down, some of you alone, some of you with, immediate close family, 1, 2, 3, whatever people in your house, doing minimal things that you can. Spirit really put and impressed on me to talk about, staying in your body during this time and experiencing the human part of this, as well as staying connected to the spiritual part. Because I've been attracting a lot of clients who are out of their body. Their physical bodies are falling apart, breaking down. A lot of times I get told by Spirit that what's happening with them is that they're not spending enough time in it because it's too painful, it's too difficult. They want to check out. Not that they've talked of suicide, but they're like, when I'm done, I'm done. But so make sure you embrace this human experience that you're having, that I believe on the highest spiritual level, you chose to come into this world at this time to experience what we're going through. And not just this COVID-19 stuff, but everything, this political climate, whatever country, wherever city you're in. Because I'm in Orlando, I'm in Florida, but there are tiny cities around here that it feels like it's 1920s. I mean, just belief and acceptance and understanding, so honor the human experience, accept the human experience, move through it with grace, while still staying connected. If you know how to keep yourself grounded, I like the terms cleanse, clean, clear, charge, and bring harmony and alignment to our chakras and our meridians, not just the main 7, but the ones beyond and the minor ones, all else. That's the terminology I like to use. And then staying connected to Spirit. So, honor the human experience as, I forget who it was who said, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. That sums it up. Honor the human part of it. Stay grounded, stay connected. When you get mad, say, wow, okay, what lesson do I need to learn here? When you have that human moment and you just want to scream and yell, try to find out what that emotion, that energy, that feeling is trying to communicate to you and show you. So, yeah. Meredith, you're in Daytona Beach. Oh, wonderful. You're close. You're 45 minutes away. Meredith, thank you. Kathy, thank you. Zuri, lots of love. Thank you, too. Susan, absolutely. We volunteered. Yes, we volunteered to be here. I don't always like the example of school, but I like, if you think of college, then it's a little different. So we signed up for a degree, and to get this degree, there are lots of electives you can take, but there are also a lot of requirements. And sometimes, because I believe in full, freedom of who we are, sometimes we choose to ignore stuff and not go through it. We might have to repeat it. But a lot of times we got lots of, and you know what? Sometimes halfway through your major, you decide to jump ship and take a different one. You go from a BS to a BA. You know what? That's okay. You'll go get the BS later. Hey, Mary. So anyway, yes. So thank you, Jacqueline. All right. Thank you, Linda. So I'm going to sign off. Thank you, you guys. And what I've been saying, I usually say namaste, but lately it's namaste, healthy and safe. Until we chat again, thank you and bye.